Now, the natural home of the somnambulistic trance was this. This is called a spirit cabinet. And if you were the head of a wealthy family, maybe even the head of state, you might invite 20 or 30 friends to your home and call upon a medium who would arrive with some poles and some curtains, and she would build this in your home. She would build this right there in your front room. She would place some objects inside for the spirits to interact with. Also, she herself, the medium, would be in there too. She'd be channeling the spirits. Her hands normally tied so that she couldn't cheat and create the phenomena herself. They would close the curtains around her, and they would call upon the spirits to manifest themselves inside the cabinet. And sometimes those spirits would come. I need 2 gentlemen to come up here. You'll have the best seats in the house. I'm going to put you on either side. You'll be able to see all the way around and inside. Quickly as we can, 2 gentlemen, please. Let's go, one over there and one over there. Could you bring those up? A round of applause for both our men. Quick as you can. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Quick as you can would be fantastic. Thank you both. What's your name? Gavin. Gavin, can I ask you just to stand there for me? I'll take that, thank you. And you are? Rudy, if you can come and stand over here for me. And Gavin, I'm going to ask you to stand by that table there. Thank you very much. So, Rudy and Gavin. Now, Gavin, just give me a yes or no. Are you here with at least one other person tonight?
Yes.
Yes, I'd like you to write down the first name of one of the people you're with here tonight, Gavin. Then turn that card over so I can't read it. Rudy, I would like you to write down the name of anyone in life that you love, but who is not here tonight in this theatre.
Right,
okay, and then just turn the card over when you're done for me. Thank you. Rudy, I'll take the card from you, Gavin. Face down, thank you very much. And if you can just sign your name on this or initial it, whatever you like, so you know that it's yours, then put it in your pocket. Thank you. And Rudy, I'll take that from you too. Again, if you can sign your name or initial it, whatever you like, just so you know that it's yours. Envelopes in your pockets, please. And if you turn your attention now towards the cabinet, you'll see inside there are 2 pieces of furniture. Yes? I'd like you to step inside and inspect them. Please, step inside, lift them up. I want you to be happy they're just ordinary pieces of fairly heavy, solid wooden pieces of furniture, a chair and a table. And if you sort of bang the floor, you'll see it's a solid wooden floor. There's no kind of trapdoors or anything like that. Excellent. Nicely done. Now, we're going to walk around the cabinet. As you go, I want you to pull the curtains down so you assemble the cabinet as you go. So work your way right the way around. Fantastic. Thank you. That's lovely. That's great. You can keep going. That's good. Lovely. Right the way round to the front. And in the front, you'll see we have here essentially the door of the cabinet. This allows us to open and close the cabinet. So take a seat for me, Rudy, and Gavin, do the same for me there. Good. Now, every cabinet needs a medium. So I'd like a lady up here. I'd like one of the ladies who found herself standing earlier on when that tone played. Could you stand up again for me? Just the ladies, please. So I'll throw this out there. Can we get it to one of the ladies that's standing? Does not have to be the lady nearest you. Take a look around, ladies. Do the same. If we get it to... We have a lady there. What's your name, madam? Again? Laura. Are you here with some other people, Laura? Lovely. I'd like you to come and stand at the top of those steps. You're going to get a microphone on you, Laura. A round of applause for Laura. Thank you, madam. Now... Gavin and Rudy, you two are the eyes and ears of this audience. So from where you're sat, you can see the sides of the cabinet, you can see inside, you can see the back wall of the stage, you can see all the way around. You'll know nobody's getting in or out that shouldn't. But it is vital that you both remain aware and alert and awake. If at any point you start to feel yourself drifting into what could be a trance state, or if you feel someone grab you who isn't there, you just bring yourself back. And the way you do it is counting in your head 1 to 5. A couple of times it just focuses you and brings you back. Please remember that for me. Your name again was?
Laura.
Laura, you'll be perfect for this. Why don't you come and sit inside the cabinet? There you go. You can put yourself there. Thank you very much. Good. Now we need some items for the cabinet. Can we get the table of objects, please? If there is a spirit here in the New Wimbledon Theatre here, a real spirit tonight, it will announce its arrival by ringing a bell. This will be our spirit bell. Have a look at that for me, please, Gavin. You'll see it's just a brass and wooden handbell. Yes? Good. Thank you very much. I'm going to put that on the table there. You don't need to worry about it, Laura. You don't want to touch it. You certainly don't want to ring it. Sleep, sleep, sleep. That's good. And right the way down each time. That's lovely. You can just let your head come all the way down each time. Nice and comfy. Good. Now I'm going to blindfold Laura in the way they used to. I'm going to use a bag rather than a blindfold. Good. And now I'll close the curtain. If there is a spirit here in this theatre tonight, I ask you respectfully to signal your presence. Now, Rudy, you heard the bell, yes? And you heard it coming from inside the cabinet. That's important, yes. Now, you can come back to us, Laura. You can open your eyes, be fully wide awake each time. That's lovely. Be honest with us. Did you ring the bell then?
No.
No, she says no. So we either have a fraudulent medium here, or just perhaps, maybe, we have real spirit contact. So let's place the ball in the glass. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Right, if you give me your right hand, thank you. Just place that over the top there. Next to the glass goes the ball. Next to the ball, the spirit bell. Now, with your hand just on the top there, it means that nothing can get inside. Does that make sense? Lovely. So leave your hand and arm where they are, even as you look at me now, please. And then you sleep. That's good. That's good. Nice and deeply each time. That's lovely. Good. Spirits, show yourselves. This time the bell, almost immediately you heard it coming from inside, yes? Now leave your hand and arm where they are. Laura, come back to us. Leave your hand where it is. Come back to us. Open your eyes. Be fully wide awake. Did you do that?
No.
Did you lift your hand? Anyone else lift your hand?
No.
No? Well, you can lift your hand now, Laura. We have spirit contact, ladies and gentlemen. The ball and the glass. Thank you. Now, the point of the cabinet is to communicate with the other side, and they will do that by asking the spirits to write. Gavin, can you pass me the blackboard on the top of the pile there, please? Thank you very much. They're solid wooden slates, blank on both sides. There is a little number 1 there. You may be able to see at the front. Have a look at that for me, Rudy. I need you to be happy that that's all it is. Would you pass me one piece of chalk, Gavin? Anyone you like? Thank you very much. Good. I'll put the rest in there. And if you're happy with that, Rudy, I'll take that back from you. Thank you very much. So, just on your lap with that there. Hold on to the edges for me. And I'll put the chalk there. Look down at the chalk, please, for me. Laura. And then look up at me. And then just... That's good. That's lovely. Right the way down. That's good. That's lovely. Gavin, stand up for me. If you stand here, you're going to be able to see the front and the side of the cabinet very clearly. And Rudy, if you come to the back, you'll be able to do the same thing here. Thank you. Just means that all 4 sides and corners of the cabinet are being closely guarded. Spirits, show yourselves. Rudy, come forward for me. Rudy, come forward for me. You heard the chalk, yes? Yes. And you heard it coming from inside the cabinet, yes? Come back to us. Open your eyes. Did you do this? No? You did not. Let me take this from you. This is just a squiggle, but can you see that is real chalk? You can see the chalk dust on there, yes? And if you rub that with your finger, Rudy, you'll see it's not some kind of special effect. Yes, it is proper chalk. It's just a squiggle. But she says she didn't do it, ladies and gentlemen. We have spirit writing. I'll put that there where you can see it. Now maybe, take a seat for me, gentlemen. Maybe though, maybe you don't believe her. Maybe you don't believe her. You didn't write that, did you?
No.
Maybe you don't believe it. The skeptics didn't believe the mediums either. So they devised a test. It was a rather clever test. Could you pass me the next 2 slates, please? Thank you very much. Again, blank on both sides, little number 2 on that one and a number 3 on that one, otherwise blank. And in this test, services 2 and 3 are placed face to face. So now the writing has to appear on the inside surfaces of this little sandwich that we have here. So hold on to that for me again. Hold on to the edges. Oh, you'll need a piece of... Sorry, pop a bit of chalk in there as well. Thank you. Hold on to the edges for me. Lovely. Look at me and sleep, sleep, sleep. That's good. Excellent. Stand up for me, Gavin. You have in your pocket the name of somebody that you're with here tonight, yes? Take that out for me. I'm going to throw that into the cabinet in a moment. The moment you see that, leave my hands. Gavin, I want you to face that way, and I want you, please, to shout the name loudly. And I'm going to reiterate for all of you, because you can't see as well as Gavin and Rudy can, there is nothing to this. It is poles and a curtain. There's nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Look, nothing here or here. And the front now... We close. Spirits, show yourselves.
Joe.
Joe. Come back to us. Open your eyes. Laura, did you throw the chalk out at me then? Did you throw the chalk out at me?
Did I throw the chalk?
Yeah.
No.
No? So it should still be in there, yes?
Yeah.
Is it still in there, the chalk? Did you write that?
No.
There is no chalk, but we have a J and an O. Spelled correctly? As in Joanne? Yes, Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, the name of somebody here in the theatre tonight. Joe, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Take a seat for me. You didn't write this, did you? But if you don't believe her, we'll make it truly impossible for Laura to cheat. Laura, may I tie you up?
I guess so.
Thank you. Feet forward for me. Let me come under here like this. Put your feet back. Now I'm going to cross these over. I want you to press your wrists together where the ropes cross. That's lovely. So it's come around like this. Thank you. Actually, Rudy, look like you've probably done this before. Could you tie up our lady, please? Thank you. Nice and securely. Could you step in there, Gavin? Just make sure that she really is genuinely tied. By all means, tie a knot yourself as well, on top if you'd like. I want you both happy that she's genuinely restrained. Happy with that, Rudy? Excellent. Happy, Gavin? Lovely. Come and sit yourself back down. Thank you, gentlemen. A tambourine. Thank you. Look at me. Sleep. Sleep. Lovely. All right, the way down. Watch this. Stand up for me, Gavin. Just stand there for me. And Rudy, if you just stand there for me. Laura, come back to us. Open your eyes. Be wide awake. Laura, did you throw the tambourine out of the cabinet? No? She couldn't if she wanted to. Ladies and gentlemen, her hands are tied. Gavin, check her hands are still tied. Check they're still tied. She couldn't if she wanted to. Rudy, sit yourself down. Gavin, sit back, relax for a second. Now, she couldn't have done that if she'd have wanted to. Now, we'll do that again. Watch. Come here. Just count in your head. Come here, count to 5. Come here, come and stand here. Just count in your head. 1 to 5. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Keep your eyes open. Just in your head. 1 to 5. Again and again. Gavin, why don't you come and stand inside the cabinet? Say hello to Laura. Sleep, sleep, sleep. You'll enjoy this, Gavin. One last slate. I've got some newspaper there as well. Take a little step forward for me there, Gavin. Thank you. This is the slate we're going to use. Again, blank on both sides. Little number 4 this time. Otherwise blank on both sides. And let me put this. Thank you. Lovely. So just wrap your arms around that, Gavin. Wrap your arms right around it tight. Don't let that go. Press it against yourself. Rudy, would you stand up for me? I'm going to put some newspaper in there for you. You have in your pocket the name of somebody that you love in life. Yes? Could you come and stand just here next to Gavin, just in front of the table there? Thank you. Could you take the envelope out as well? Thank you very much. Now, hold it in this hand. I'm going to ask you to place this hand just on the corner of the slate. I want you in contact with that too. Just grab somewhere on there. Lovely. Good. In a moment, I'm going to close this curtain. When I do, I want you to start to call that name in your mind. The name will not be spoken out loud, but in your mind, you shout that name, and you do so with all the affection you hold for that person. Does that make sense? Good. Okay. Close your eyes for me. Thank you. Now take this from you. Lock that hand to your side. You keep your arms around that. And now, Rudy, just sleep for me. Sleep. That's good. That's lovely. And Gavin, sleep. Sleep. For the last time, the cabinet is closed. Spirits, show yourselves. Be still. Be still. Rudy, just let go with your hand there. Just take a few steps forward first. You can let go, take a few steps forward. That's good. And then slowly, I want you to let yourself come out of the sleep. Just slowly come back. Just let your eyes open. Be wide awake. Be wide awake. And, Gavin, you're just going to slowly come back to us. You can let your eyes open, come back, be fully wide awake and refreshed. Lovely. Keep your arms around that. Take a step right there to the side for me. Just there for me. And the, Laura, for the last time now, you are going to come back to us and be fully wide awake and refreshed. That's lovely. Thank you. Rudy, I want you to untie Laura and then come and stand back here where you are. Laura, when you are untied, if you can just stand by that chair on that side. Off you go, Rudy. Thank you. You take a few steps forward for me, Gavin, but keep your arms locked around that. Keep it pressed against you. Good. So, everybody coming out of the cabinet, untying our medium. Thank you. Laura, you can come and stand over by the chair on this side. Thank you. So, Rudy, you had in your mind, just give me a yes or no, you had the name of somebody in life that you love, yes?
Yes.
You did not say the name out loud?
No.
So I could not know that name?
No.
Laura could not know that name?
Mm-hmm.
And Gavin here could not know that name?
No.
For the first time then out loud, what was the name you were thinking of?
Na.
Na, spelt?
N-A.
Spelled N-A. Thank you very much. Na. Come forward for us. Take a few steps forward. Did anybody touch that?
I didn't feel anybody touch it, no.
You've had your arms around it all the time, locked to you, yes?
Oh, yeah.
If there's anything on there that even resembles this name, Na, it cannot be attributed to human activity. This can only be attributed to the spirits. Do you want to look?
I'll have a peek.
Go on then. Turn it around. Turn it around. We have N-A, yes? No? Proof, ladies and gentlemen, of the spirit world. Gavin, I'll ask you to head back now. Thank you. Rudy, you were sensational. Thank you, sir. And Laura, just let me take this from you here. Thank you very much indeed. You were absolutely lovely. Laura, ladies and gentlemen, our spirit medium. Thank you all. Right, we will let the dead rest in their graves now.